Good morning. Good morning. Okay. There you go. Thank you. Good morning. There. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, Jason Edwards, get up. Good morning, Chuck. Good morning, Lorraine.
Good morning, Mac.
How you doing?
Pretty good for Tuesday, December 3rd.
That's not too bad. Okay, phone's intact. 6:32. We'll get a look at the temperature in a few minutes. When I got up this morning, I went outside and it was about 4:30 and it was 48 degrees. I thought we were supposed to get the big cold spell. It dropped down last night. Here's the current weather. Light drizzle, 48
degrees.
There it is. Wind chill 30. That wind is blowing out there. Nasty. Winds from the west at 20 miles an hour. Humidity is 86%. The Corey weight barometric pressure is 29.48 inches, and we'll let you know if it's rising or falling. December precipitation already 1.06 inches.
So rain out there.
A lot of rain.
Hunters don't like rain.
No, how's your basement? Good?
It's fine.
Good.
No termites, no water.
No, we're not going to start on your house. I just get a little rain. Some people do. I didn't know if you got.
You are correct, though. Great one.
Okay, let's go to local news right now, Chuck. The body of a Elyria woman that was missing is found. The partially burned body of Miss Abram of Elyria, mother of two, who disappeared 39 days ago, has been discovered in a ravine in Medina County, and the police are looking for the killer. Miss Abram's 55-year-old mother, Fanny, suffered a mild heart attack over the weekend. It's been very hard, Diane Cannon, a cousin, said, who posted over 1,000 flyers in an attempt to find Miss Abram. There's nothing I can say. It's done. There's no longer a search. The wondering part is over. Meanwhile, one clue may have surfaced. Residents who searched Sunday for Miss Abram's body near a field in Wilkesville Public Housing Project discovered burn marks, and that may be related to the death. The residents searched the field between Fuller Court and Edwards Street because of rumors that the body had been burned and dumped there, said Leroy Shoemate, chairman of Martin Luther King Memorial Foundation. And Lorraine cops stole crack. It's going through the ranks, isn't it? A popular 33-year-old police officer admitted in tears to supervisors last week that he has been stealing crack cocaine from the department's evidence room since August in an apparent attempt to feed his growing drug habit. Today's testimony and other evidence will be presented to the Lorain County Grand Jury for possible indictment of the officer. This just goes to show you how powerful that addiction is, said Police Captain Sel Rivera. Not related to Rick Rivera. No, not related to the chief.
Another chief. No. Captain in chief.
Nothing brings it home like this. Nothing at all, he said, brings it home like this. He had a beautiful family, a career, and he's going to lose everything just because he couldn't resist. That's a powerful drug. Lorain police are seeking charges of tampering with evidence, drug abuse, and theft in office against the officer who was relieved on duty without pay a week ago today. Police late last night said they're still coming through evidence from each drug arrest in recent months to determine how much was taken. So, Now on a happy, upbeat note.
Okay, it's about time.
Well, when we do news, that's what it is.
Okay.
You know, I mean, not everybody's going to win the lotto, or not everybody helps grandma across the street, or it's life. That's life. So, you know, you gotta. Now the downtown in Elyria and Lorraine are getting busy, and they're getting upbeat. Okay. You know, Lorraine used to be dormant for quite some time, and have you been in Lorraine in a while? You've heard, though, that they've really rejuvenated the city. Despite difficult economic times, Lorraine's downtown is starting to come alive again. New businesses are on their way. A mini park, not mini mart.
Oh boy!
I'm
ready to do my shopping.
We didn't need another mini mart, but a mini park is in the process of being built, and some owners of established businesses are renovating their properties.
How do you say that mayor's name there in Lorraine?
Alex Oleko.
Is that it?
Oleko.
Do a little Russian for us this morning.
Okay. Perestroika and glasnost. Okay. We are really going now, and we are not going to stop, said the mayor. Among recent downtown developments, the former Jack's store at 426 Broadway will soon become home to J.D. Andrews Men's Clothing. Isn't that nice? Currently located at Sheffield Center. Isn't that?
Sorry, my volume turned down.
Okay, the former Jack store, okay. A store employee said they should open sometime in January. Or we'll sing.
Okay.
We just have no control on that. When the truckers come up there and
Live TV, you gotta
power
love
booster over, will everybody sing or will yell or scream? Okay, trucker's gone.
Okay.
Joel Smith, owner of the former D&K stores, building at 550 Broadway, has attracted a new tenant who will reopen his business late in the spring. Smith also rebuilt the original 1903 face of the building and is turning the upstairs into professional offices. Isn't that nice?
Right.
And then Elyria is, Mayor Keys. It's a little easier to pronounce than the mayor of Oberlin. Although downtown Elyria is still plagued with boarded up windows and vacant storefronts, some officials predict an upturn in sight as 4 new businesses are preparing to hang out their grand opening banners. Okay, by the first of the year, 2 new restaurants, a nightclub, and a gift card shop will open for their businesses. Isn't that nice? Let's see. Close on the heels of a jazzy new paint job for the building, which is the home of Naples Pizza on the corner of Middle Avenue and 2nd Street. The building owned by Elyria attorney Charles Hyman underwent a major facelift this fall. I was down there in October, and they did a nice job. So Mayor Keys says the signs are very uplifting for, the media really, I think, is the culprit of the way the economy is. They say to tighten your belt and this and that. Well, sure you tighten it, but you don't, go in your house and hide and hibernate and don't spend any money. People spend money and then...
Yeah, you got to. That's what it's there for. The almighty dollar.
I'll tell you what, I just came across this in the Plain Dealer.
All right.
We get most of our news out of the Journal, but we do go to the Plain Dealer once in a while. Big Chuck, Little John lead Wellington Parade. Dateline Wellington.
Go ahead and read it.
Wellington's Christmas Parade will step off at 1 p.m. Saturday from McCormick Middle School and end at Wellington Town Hall. Grand Marshals will be TV8's Big Chuck and Little John, who will put on a magic show at the Town Hall after the parade. A Christmas bazaar will be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the hall. I know how to juggle.
Yeah. You do impressions and stuff.
Yeah. Right here in our huge Coco Gijo, the Muppets, and the Beatles, bring them out. Okay?
Not bad.
Okay, forget it. I fell asleep last night at that game. And I haven't looked at. I knew that I just heard you guys talk that the Eagles won, but
Yes, they did.
I fell asleep in the first quarter. Woke up at 3 o'clock.
You didn't hear anything, any noises at 12:30 in the morning, did you?
Nada.
Nothing like champagne corks
None.
from Houston?
Zero.
There were none.
Ah. Okay.
Oilers taking the gag again. Lost last night to Philadelphia, 13-6. Oilers falling to 9-4, and the Eagles are up to 8-5. Jeff Kemp, replacing an injured Jim McMahon with 10 minutes left in the third quarter, directed the Eagles to the game-winning touchdown pass to Keith Jackson. So Roger Ruzek, a couple of field goals. And Houston, although they've clinched a playoff spot, still have not clinched division. So 3 games left. Anything can happen. Other news, Bobby Bonilla of the Pittsburgh Pirates is set to sign a 5-year, $29 million contract with the New York Mets. Where does New York, I know they're a big booming metropolis, but just signed Eddie Murray, got Bobby Bonilla. Why can't we ever get any of these guys?
Because we're tightwads and don't want to spend the money.
Okay, good. And a little side note there, the Wellington Dukes open up their 1991-92 basketball season Friday night when they host John Hay. Not an Amish team, John Hay. And the Firelands Falcons travel to Vermillion the same night to open their season. So Dukes forecasted this year in the Journal anyway to finish 6th and Firelands 2nd. So we'll see what
how many
happens.
teams are in the conference? 7?
8.
8?
8 teams in the conference. Boy, you really put me on the spot this morning.
Well, I thought there were 7. Let's name them. Wellington, Firelands, Oberlin,
Keystone, Brookside,
Avon,
Clearview, Larry West. Number 8.
Yeah, 8. Okay. Well, that's not bad. At least who's in the bottom there, though? Do you have any idea?
Who's supposed to be the worst?
Yeah.
I don't know. We could find that out for you
Yeah,
after
we
the
will.
first break. Got a tough trivia question today, too.
Ooh.
3-parter.
Tough. Ford tough. 3-part.
Ranger.
Yeah. We're going to give that before the break?
We could.
Okay.
We can give it right after.
We've got 2 minutes here.
I'd like to have, more than just the regular 3 callers call in today, too.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice.
Yeah.
You hear about the prisoner that got out of prison by a mistake here? It said a paperwork snag allowed a prisoner to walk away from Lorain County Jail for a day of freedom yesterday. Prisoner Pablo Soto, not related to Mario Soto, was allowed to leave the jail Wednesday because the corrections officers were unaware of orders to transport him to Lorain County Correctional Institute. Solo was charged with escape, although charges were dismissed later. I mean, I guess if they said he could go and he went, he was just doing what they told him to.
But he's back in jail now.
Yeah. It said, we did not know he was sentenced, Mahoney said, but under the technicalities of the law, he had a responsibility to inform the correctional facility. And there was discovered a warrant was issued on escape charges as of means of getting Soto back into custody. So he was arrested the next day and back safe and sound, and we're still feeding him. So why don't you give that trivia question before we go to the break? And
Well, it's a 3-part trivia question, as we
Ooh.
said this morning, and we'll see if they have their thinking caps on out there today. And steal a line from Mad Max. So.
yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if anybody out there watched that Popcorn Theater. Okay. Well, if you did call in, let us know how
A
you...
3-part trivia question. The winner, of course, getting that
We could use one.
12-pack of
My head's kind of
beverage,
shiny today.
non-alcoholic at the Wellington Party Center.
Notice how shiny my head is?
Yeah, you are. You're beaming up a little bit, Scotty.
Powder, makeup.
3-part trivia question real quick here. In Green Acres, who played Mr. Drucker, Mr. Haney, and Mr. Kimball?
Jeez. Can you do all the 3 imitations?
We will after break.
Okay. A little catchy there, isn't it? Okay. Right.
Gary Edwards.
Gary Edwards request there.
Got a request call-in. The request lines are now open.
No Guns N' Roses,
647-3878.
No Guns N' Roses. Jenny Venier was a little upset with Gary Edwards yesterday. So was I. That Guns N' Roses. You don't show up at the award ceremonies drinking, and we don't encourage that. We discourage it.
Maybe we should show up one morning hammered.
Yeah, right. I was over at Betty Baba Poulet's yesterday, and
Like the way you said that.
Baba Poulet, and I saw Jerry Kirkpatrick
I
over
thought you said you were going to see Mr. Haney over there trying to sell something.
there. No. And Jerry told me, he said, to keep the mustache, but to do something about the chest hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Get a button there or something would be nice.
Well, it's hot. I sweat like a dang. It's terrible in here. I get claustrophobia, not cluster. And I don't know. I can never.
Cluster's like all bunched up feeling, like claustrophobia.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got a phone call. Maybe it's Mrs. Drucker.
Morning, TV 12.
Yeah, this is Vanessa Baker. I just called to tell you guys that you are great dancers. We are sitting here watching you guys, and I just love those moves.
John Travolta, look out.
Yes. Stay off of our toot-toot.
All right, you
Okay.
guys are cool. This is great. I
All
want
right.
to tell you, you guys have been doing a great job. I watch you guys every morning.
Wasn't that nice?
Checks in the mail, too.
Okay.
All right,
You wanna-
sounds good.
Can you guess the trivia?
I didn't even hear it.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead and give the.
I was
Three
making
part.
breakfast, that's why. I'm sorry.
It's what?
I'm making breakfast, that's why I
What are we
didn't hear
having
the trivia.
today?
Just eggs and toast.
Okay,
I'm
the
making
get-
for my husband,
You're getting
too.
the hunters are ready to go out then.
That's right.
Maybe we'll get a hunting report tomorrow.
How about the give her the question, Chuck?
Are you a Green Acres fan? Did you watch Green Acres?
Yeah, I used to, yeah.
Well, we're trying to find out the name of Mr. Haney, Mr. Drucker, and Mr. Kimball.
Ben might know. You know Ben?
No, Ben doesn't know either.
Okay.
Can Ben do one of those imitations of one of those people? Have him try. See if you can do one of those imitations.
Mr. Douglas, I've got a deal for you for $99.95.
Okay. Maybe we'll give him a
Well,
free
there
can of
you
pop.
go.
Real good.
Okay, well, you guys have a good
All right.
day.
All right,
Thanks
thanks
a
for
lot.
calling.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
You should get a free can of pop
Oh,
with the
that
price
was
of it.
Mr. Haney impersonation.
Yeah. You know, one of my pet peeves is when the phone cord gets all tangled up like
Yeah.
that. You know? Doesn't that bother you?
No, I never answer the phone.
You want to answer?
I don't know. Go
No,
ahead. It's your show. I'm just here for
It's
the...
my show. It's our show. We're here together. It's your show. It's everybody's show out there. We're just here, just like someone here, sitting here talking. Right?
Yeah.
We're just two guys telling
Did you
the
hear
news.
about Mike Tyson?
No, what about Mike
He's
Tyson?
at the Redskin Ram game Sunday on the sidelines. Didn't know he had to have a pass to go down the field. So they kicked him off. And when he was leaving, he said he's going to not only win the title back in boxing, but he's going to fight Hulk Hogan when he does it.
Jeez. Hey, whatever happened with that Hulk Hogan? I don't know. I heard the little kids talking about fighting the.
The Undertaker?
Thank you. Yeah.
He got beat.
Who did?
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh-oh, got another trucker out
Okay,
there.
let's
Hey,
go.
everybody.
Toot. Another trucker.
The Hulkster got beat by the Undertaker.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
at the Tuesday night in Texas. Tonight's a big fight, the rematch. So
What? The wrestling?
yeah,
Jeez. So how? Is Hulk gonna quit or what? Is he out or what?
No,
Why do
he-
they do that?
he needs the money.
Hulkamania. It's just drives me nuts. I did it the wrong way. Okay. Anyways, did you hear about Roberta Flack, Chuck?
No, I didn't.
It's
Is someone giving her flack?
It mentioned that she got goosebumps the moment she heard the words of the romantic ballad from the title song, Set the Night to Music. See, this copy is cut off. I can't read. I made a copy of it to enlarge it. Now I can't read the story.
You can read some of it. It says, composer Warren, it was one of tunes Flack, why was right.
Okay,
So we got
Roberta
that cleared
Flack,
up.
and it said that she got the same type of goosebumps back in '73 from the words "Killing Me Softly" with his song. Strumming my fate with his fingers.
Is she mad about it, or?
I think she's happy.
Okay, she's got goosebumps, so
She does, so she must be happy.
give her a cheap thrill.
That's right. Well, let's see. We'll say that for later. Did you hear about freed hostage Thomas Sutherland yesterday? Wanted to pay tribute to his cellmate Terry Anderson. What camera are we on?
2.
Thank you. He said not to look at the monitor, so I'm always looking at the camera. I don't want to look at the monitor. So. Matt Ritchie, or not Matt Ritchie,
One.
but Mark Ritchie doing a nice job at camera one. We have Carl in there on the.
Carl's learning to do how to do the producing.
Because our chief is leaving for a day or
He's
two.
taking the money and running.
Going to
Las Vegas or something. No, Pennsylvania this week.
going to Pennsylvania to hunt.
Hunt for sponsors.
I heard we got a couple in.
Did we?
Yeah, Gary Edwards is out there pounding the pavement.
I'll tell you, that guy can do it.
He is. He can do it all. Okay. Sutherland sent his message to Lorraine native via the British Broadcasting Corporation World Service
The
Program.
BBC?
Yes, it's called Outlook.
Okay.
No, not the BBC. Yeah, well, it's the BBC World Service Program.
British Broadcasting
Yes,
Corporation.
that's
is
true.
The BBC. Maybe we get Chris Bapapoli to call in today. Clarify that.
Betty's watching.
Okay. Maybe she'll call in.
Tom, I've had enough of that. Okay, I had a companion called Terry Anderson, who is a very bright man, a very courageous man. And together we whipped it. We kept our minds active, Sutherland said, when asked how he coped with 6.5 years in captivity. That's a long time, isn't it?
Sure
Six
is.
and a half years?
6.5 years.
Jeez. What would you? And I heard that most of the time they were in chains. And
Couldn't be very good conditions over there.
I don't know if you play kick the ropes or something, or
But there's enough of them to kick.
you know you can make
Maybe.
up games, foil ball or something.
Hide the salami? I don't know.
As shows on Jones.
Okay.
Sutherland, a 60-year-old native of Scotland, was released November 18th. He said, "I'm sure he's coping well, and I'm sure if he's listening to the radio, he knows that Joseph Scipio and Alan Steen are going to be released in a few days." Now, we just had a report during the break
Newsflash.
that Alan Steen has been released. It's not actual yet, but
Steen released, Tyson kicked off field.
I suspect the captors have probably told Anderson of this. Scipio was released yesterday, and his captors told him that the remaining American hostages, Steen and Anderson, would probably be free by the end of the year.
Boy.
And
Long time
what?
overdue.
If Anderson,
What would you do if Anderson was your relative? Would you really be upset, or would you be like protesting every day, or what?
Well, you
You
think,
put a man on the moon, can't get a guy
yeah, that's
out of bondage.
That's politics. Maybe we could get him on the show when he comes back. Well, that'd be interesting.
Cut him a
Or
break
maybe
for a
we could
while.
tape him.
Oh, we could go up there. We have the capabilities remote.
Yeah, we could go up there and tape him. I mean, it'd be interesting. I got tons of, what do you do for 6 years? Man, that's...
It's a lot of tic-tac-toe.
So, the phone's working? Yeah, they are.
We stumped him on this trivia question.
Well, that is a tough one.
All you lightweights out there.
647-3878 and 1-800-272-2985. Coming up on 658.
Either we stumped him or only Vanessa's watching.
There you go. There are a lot of these clothing programs around the area where you donate, clothe a child, and if you get the journal on A3, there's a lot of names, or a lot of areas where you can drop off clothes for kids that are in need of them. There's 4 areas in Lorraine. There's 2 areas in Elyria, 1 in Oberlin, Sandusky, and Norwalk. So, that's what we've been doing. We've got a lot of clothes that have been boxed for the winter, and kids have grown out of them, and they're still in good shape. So, Lynn's been putting them in the washer, cleaning them up, folding them, putting them in boxes, and most people have more clothes than they know what to do with. Actually,
Every little bit helps.
what'd you do with that shirt? You got blood all over today.
No, I don't know. It would have matched the tie. Could have been like the polka dot effect.
Cut himself shaving.
Yep. Almost didn't make it up here today. Had to put a tourniquet on.
Oh, around your neck.
Yeah. And here it is, too.
In that game last night, we've got 1 minute before we go to break, but in that game last night, big defensive battle, evidently.
Yeah.
What happened to the high-power offense of the Houston
Philly
Rockets?
shut them down. They got the personnel back there to do it. And,
Got one of the best
they
defenses
do.
in the
They
league.
really do have a outstanding defense.
What, they only scraped two field goals out
Two
of it?
field goals. That was it.
How far were they?
Pretty good distance on one. We can, come back and
Yeah,
let you know
sure. No,
that,
I was just
but,
kind of interested.
we're getting ready to go to the break, and you can check out that scoreboard where the Eagles beat the Oilers. And
Please don't take my sunshine away. Morning, Chuck. Welcome back.
Maud hanging in there.
Yeah, how is Maud really good? My seat just kind of went down there a little bit.
It's 42 and a 47-yarder for Carl Farago's favorite field goal kicker, Al Del Greco.
Okay. I love that Al.
And Brookside favored to win the conference this year.
Brookside, okay. We've got a phone call. I'll let you answer the phone.
We got a call?
Chuck?
Good morning, TV12.
Good morning. This is Sheila, Gary's wife.
Hey, Sheila.
I got an opinion for you.
Well, we'll take an opinion.
I don't know the trivia question,
Okay.
but being rated 6, I think we're being rated a little bit low on our basketball team this year.
You think so?
Yes. I watched them last year. The JV did a great job.
Okay.
And I really think they're going to do a lot better this year.
Maybe we can sneak up on them then.
Yep, I agree.
The reason they probably did that was because of the new coach.
Yeah, probably.
That has
But
a
I
lot.
really think we ought to give them a little more credit than that.
Well,
They're going to be
who-
pretty good this year.
Who gave him that rating there?
That's just the journal rating.
Yeah.
They probably didn't even send anyone out here.
Wait, we got the Enterprise right here.
Are
Hold
we
on.
rated number 1 there?
Wellington rated to take the crown.
All right.
Okay.
That's more
All
like
right. Your hometown paper.
That's right.
it. Okay. I just
All right.
wanted to call in.
Okay, thanks, Sheila.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What was that? Aliens? What was that noise?
I don't know.
You guys know what that was? Anybody?
Another LCC note, the Oberlin's Bob Walsh starting his 26th year coaching.
Bob.
Last year they were terrible. They were 5-16, so
26 years, man. Maybe we can make it to our 26th day. Birthday greetings today. You know anybody's birthday on December 3rd, Chuck?
no, I don't.
Roger Wiles. How about what Roger Wiles? Kenny Farnsworth. Oh, yeah. Oh, Kenny. He's having a good time.
Scott Bowman's boss.
Yeah. Virginia Blair. Susan Dudley. Michelle Sommer. Art Dumke Jr. Nancy Christine. Nancy Christine Mitchell. Okay, excuse me.
Nancy Mitchell.
Nancy Mitchell. Yeah, they got those middle names there. Rhonda Getz. Rose Signs. Jed Matcham. Maybe we could hook up with Jed sometime on that.
Jed would like to come up sometime.
What's he on? WLKR or something?
Yeah.
Is that it? Over in Norwalk.
Yeah.
Voice of the Norwalk Truckers. Maybe not.
Not the Wellington Truckers.
Ricky Bouch, Carrie Ann Rosemark, and Garrett Keithley. So there you are for December 3rd. When's your birthday?
It's in March, so
The Ides of March.
I think we're safe.
I was born May 8th. Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Quite a present, huh? All right, just...
Booby prize. You see, they waved your buddy Bubba Paris, too.
Yeah.
Colts.
Oh, boy.
Beating like a drum Sunday.
Boy, I love that Bubba Paris.
Now he's out of work.
He played... How long did he play with the 49ers?
He had to play with them for about 7 years, I think.
I was always
Close.
playing well out there. Why don't we pick him up?
Couldn't push away from that dinner table.
Why don't we pick him up?
We don't have a crane big enough.
Okay, back to a little more local news. There was a 5-car pileup. It wasn't yesterday. Okay, yeah, they should make these headlines a little bit better, a little more distinct. A Grafton man accused of causing a 5-car pileup in June when he drove the wrong way on Ohio 57 was sentenced yesterday to a year in prison by a Lorraine County judge. Richard Ingram, 28, had not had driving privileges since April '87, according to the Ohio Bureau of Motor Vehicles, and was driving his employer's van. Judge Edward Zelensky found Ingram guilty of aggravated vehicular assault, driving while under the influence of alcohol, and driving with a suspended license. Ingram was ordered to serve his sentence at the Lorraine County Correctional Institution. 21-year-old pizza driver was critically injured in the accident. tell you, driving the wrong way on that. How about the accident out in California over the weekend?
With the dust storm out
Yeah,
there?
dust storm. I've driven that area, that I-5, many a times when I used to work out in California. And I tell you, just driving along, and I mean, nothing that bad, but
You still work out in California?
yeah, with Chip Goss. I got to scratch my back right here. I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean that kind of work? I thought you meant working out. Just wanted to clarify that. I mean, people could have been wondering, like, why do you go all the way to California to work?
Yeah. We've got,
Venice Beach or
look
something.
at this. Burglars ransack a church. Robbers beat woman. Beat man.
No, we don't want to hear that.
Well, how about if we go to the church? Because maybe we can catch these culprits here. If you broke into a church, what would you steal? Let me think. What would you steal? Well, they asked you this question right here, Chuck.
It's a loaded question.
I don't know. Money for the poor? Stained glass?
I don't know.
Sold? I'd probably get some holy water. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. How about a model airplane?
At the church?
Yeah. Someone who broke into the Good Shepherd Baptist Church in Elyria twice Sunday afternoon ransacked the place and made off with a model of an Air Force Thunderbird jet, according to police reports. Police who investigated the report were told that the only other item that was missing was a calculator. So they were probably trying to figure out the Mach speed of the jet, I bet.
I gotta use that. I want to use that question today when I ask people, if you broke into a church, what would you steal?
We could do that. We'll see what we'll come up with some answers.
Okay.
Police also said Christmas decorations were damaged, so they probably just took the bulbs off the trees, and those vandals, I tell you.
They'll get it. What goes around comes around.
That's right. Deadbolt locks were installed yesterday at the church. Yeah, what goes around comes around. Santa will not be coming to your house. I hope you're listening out there.
Bag of soot.
Yeah. Okay. Now, we were talking about that Lorraine County's Giving Tree program. We talked about that last week. Well, it's blooming, and it's blooming quite nicely.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Hundreds of needy children in Lorraine County are expected to have a Christmas through donations to the Giving Tree program at Midway Mall in Elyria. Donors select a card from the tree, okay? Pull that card off the tree near the mall's food court and purchase gifts for the child's name on the card. The gifts must be returned and wrapped to the booth by December 19th for delivery by Christmas. Agencies taking part in the program include the Junction. What's that? Pittigo Junction.
Uncle Joe.
Yeah. Lorraine County Children's Services, Parent Infant Enrichment, Genesis House, Lorraine County Education for the Handicapped, and the Lorraine County Urban League. So that's kind of nice. I tell you, when you look in all over the country, it's this part of the country especially. People give more to others than in any part of the United States, and I mean, year after year you see that.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because from this area, but it's just the way we're brought up. I think out here, live off the land, pick an apple off a tree, eat it. Just kind of out there roaming around, saying hi to people on the street.
Just like Mayberry.
The Bloodmobile will be at the Lorraine County Bank from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. today at USS Kobe Steel Plant in Lorraine. So if you're in that area, I gave blood. I can't do that. I've tried. Went to the Eagles last December, I think.
You can't do it?
Lynn gives it all the time, and I was lying there, and I tried it about 10 years ago, and I just get sick. And so she took the little 4-year-old Margaret with her, and they were over on the other side, and I was on this side, and she had her back to me, and Margaret was watching me, and trying to be cool, calm, big tough guy, and stuck the needle in and started squeezing that thing, and they said, we're losing him, we're losing him. My blood pressure dropped, pulled the thing out, and they had me lay down, and kind of embarrassing, because Lynn asked Margaret, she goes, well, how's Daddy doing? She goes, Daddy's laying down over there, and he must be doing good. I'm not doing good at all.
He's just taking it easy.
You just get all hot and all prickly heat. And you give blood?
Yeah.
How you do?
Yeah.
No problem?
No.
Huh.
No problem at all.
Okay. You want to go to sports now or come back in a couple minutes? Why don't we'll go to our break and then come back? I didn't mean to ramble on
That's
about
all
that.
right. There's
How
not much
about-
sports going on today anyway.
how about that flu bug?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about the flu bug when we come back.
We still got a couple minutes. You can probably talk about
Okay, all right. Okay, let's talk about that center lane on Route 58. You know, they were talking about that, constructing a third lane to help solve the traffic flow out there by Sparkle Market. They said that it would cost $100,000. Village engineer Jack Jones of Pogmeyer Design Group said total cost of creating a third center turning lane would cost $300,000. However, the state would pick up 80% of the project. Kind of like Skip Whitney's advertising cost out there. Whatever he advertised, they pick up 80 to 90%. Another possible funding source is state issue 2 money. Jones says business property owners could contribute to the project as agreed to when the land was developed and plans called for a traffic light. So council members believe the center lane will allow them to maintain traffic flow rather than control it with the light. That might work. That's
Anything
tough to
would
get
help.
out of there. Yeah,
It is tough to get out.
Councilman Dave Nash and Sparkle owner Bill Brumfield recently met with ODOT officials, and the consensus from the meeting showed a desire to try a center turning lane concept. The issue was referred to the street committee for further study. So
It's bad enough when you wait out there at McDonald's for when you screw your order up, then you got to wait
Oh,
through the traffic. So
they do. You talk.
let's go to break, and we'll be back at the last segment
Good morning. Welcome back
to the final segment
of
Good Morning.
Lorain County. Didn't even practice that, did we?
No.
Oh, that's good. Oh, boy. I'll tell you what. Yesterday, when I was painting down at Vineyards, as a matter of fact, Gary Edwards wanted to say, how do you like that music, Jenny? He just said, tell Jenny about that music. Anyways, she offered me some apple pie, and I'll tell you what. That was the best. It's the best pie I've ever had. And,
Better than Shirley got.
well, it's a tie, I think.
We got a
Shirley
call.
got it,
Can
so.
you take this?
Anyways, my kids said it was awesome. Yes,
It's for you.
Tom.
Good morning, TV 12.
Good morning, Tom.
Oh, hi, Betty.
How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Oh, just fine. I'd like to make a comment on that article that you just read about the third turning lane up here.
Yeah, 'cause that's right out by you, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I definitely think that they need a stoplight.
Well, you want to tell us why?
Yes, for one thing, it probably would be cheaper for them, and the stoplight would definitely help everybody out at this end, too.
wasn't it, Raj?
Okay. You know, I'm out there, you know, maybe once a day or, you know, day, so it's kind of hard to, you know, for me to see what really is the best avenue to take. But you know, it's good to have input out there. Well, won't that alleviate a lot of the traffic? 'Cause if you have a third lane, I mean, a lot of does the traffic actually back up to your entrance there at times,
Well, no, it doesn't back up.
or just never stops?
Right, and it's awfully hard to get out of the park right here, especially.
Well, just take that cut to the Wellington High School's front lawn there.
I'll tell you, between that
Yeah,
and
we
the
thought about
trains,
that too.
Yeah,
No, but really they do need a stoplight because there's so much traffic out here that you've got, you know, so many places to watch. You know, the people coming from Sparkle, McDonald's,
Ponderosa, Drug
Ponderosa,
Mart,
car wash.
right, and
Laundromat.
gas station.
I think we've been fortunate there's not been a
places
serious
next
accident.
door.
That's true. Mark just said that we're fortunate not to have had a serious accident.
That's probably what's going to happen before they do really something. I hope not. I know they've talked about a stoplight before.
Oh, we have another call, Betty. We're gonna have to let you go, okay?
Okay.
We love
Thanks
you.
for calling.
Bye
You have
bye.
a nice day. Bye-bye.
Morning, TV 12. Can we use you on the air? Good. Who is talking
Talking with
This
today?
is Dave.
Dave, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Now, according to what the paper said, we did do a study out there for a light, but was that a bear?
I don't know if it's a bear. This is.
It's Mad Mac with a spot of tea.
Jeez.
He wants to get that promo in for Friday night, Dressed to Kill.
We did do a study out there for a light, and ODOT said it was not enough traffic for a light.
Oh, really?
Right.
Wonder what, what constitutes not enough traffic. Do you know?
And not really. They just said there wasn't enough traffic for a light.
What's your
which
feeling
we
on
wanted,
it, Dave?
Well, I think we need lights,
Well, that's good. So do I.
but
I guess. I don't know.
we have to go along with ODOT. So.
I really can't give my opinion on that because I don't know for sure what they need. I don't know if a third lane's going to alleviate the traffic enough. Or I know when you're coming out, it'd be nice if you had a light, because when you're coming out of Brumfields and Drug Mart there, you're sitting there and you got to punch it. It would help there, and probably that would be the best.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you later.
Bye.
A little frog in my throat there, Chuck.
How about that Mad Mac coming in here giving us that shot of tea?
I don't know, crazy guy.
There's your lotto numbers.
434, 3-digit, 3393. And the cards was 2 hearts, 9 of clubs, 8 of diamonds. 6 of spades. Got a spade caught in my throat. About that apple pie, her daughter Stephanie said she was going to try to give me that recipe.
No.
It's a secret recipe, though. You can
Okay.
give it up. We're amongst friends here. I won't tell anybody over there what it is.
Hey, no, you wanted to watch it. We were talking about the St. Ignatius game at the break when they won the championship over Centerville. Sports Channel tonight showing the game.
Really?
8 o'clock.
Well, thank
Wanted
you.
to watch that.
See?
We don't have any programming on, so I can say that.
Good sports channel.
Yeah.
And we'll be in touch with you on the highlight film again when we're gonna play that. So just keep watching the.
We'll be out Friday at the Wellington John Hay game.
Who will?
We will.
Who?
Well, maybe you'll be there too.
I'm not gonna be there.
Okay, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Check me out.
Camera 1. Yeah, I see you.
Mark Ritchie putting his little vote of confidence in there for himself.
Yeah.
We need a
Well, I
silent
wanted
recorder.
to do the first game with you.
Well, nothing's just granted yet. Hey, do you know on this day in 1956, Wilt Chamberlain began his career as a collegiate player at Kansas, scored 52 points.
20,000 days later, here he is.
Yeah.
Okay, old Will.
And Nebraska running back Mike Rozier won the Heisman on this day in 1983.
Jeez, it's already been that long.
It's been that long.
8 years.
Now he's with Atlanta, so.
That's,
No answers to the trivia question today,
No,
so we
that
finally
was a
stumped
tough
him.
one.
The party center was kind of ragging on us about giving all this stuff away. It's like we'd give a question, and within 2 minutes somebody would call. So
Well, it doesn't matter. They give it away anyways. They give a 12-pack a pop away. It doesn't matter if we give it in the first call or the 5th call.
okay, I'll drink to that.
Who told you? Who said that to you? Or is that just one of those things you thought of?
No comment.
Oh, no comment, because it was hypothetical, probably. Was it? Was that a hypothetical?
I can't help but you're mad about this basketball thing.
Let's see. What was I going to tell you? That lottery prize was claimed, speaking of the lottery numbers, the prize over the weekend was claimed $8 million to Keith and Deborah Dukes. No relation to the Wellington Dukes. They'll receive $235,000 after federal and state withholding taxes.
They'll probably keep on working, too.
Dukes, 39, works for Berkmere Monument Company in Delphus, and Mrs. Dukes, 37, works in housekeeping at a nursing home. Isn't that nice? They have no children. Well, then maybe they can adopt some now. That's kind of nice. Help out a lot of kids.
Buy one.
A couple usually spends about $10 a week on lottery. So isn't that nice? It said mounts. Okay, mount. Never mind.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we got? 727. There's one little article here. I came across this. Can we get a little shot on that? Camera 1? Let's see. We put him on the spot. He's back there eating and drinking his coffee. Now let's see if Mark Ritchie can zoom it in. Nice job, Mark. Okay, they talk about families working together. Okay? And this was in the Journal November 22nd. It's a USA Today insert. They were talking about families all over the country that have family businesses, families work together, and so I was looking through the, had so many families from each state, and they had 600 families all together, and it was kind of interesting to see it showed the name of the family, and then their interest, and what type of family business they had, okay? family, city, family name, the city, family activity. So then we came here and I looked under Ohio. And I looked under Baker. Baker, Lexington, softball was the activity.
Yeah.
Is that your brother? You
Yeah,
think?
that is.
Did he
My
tell you?
sister-in-law sent that in.
She did.
Yeah.
There was. Wasn't that something? USA Today.
See, we could have been right on the front cover, but I wouldn't have sat on that tractor there.
No. But I thought that was yours.
That was, yeah, she sent it in for softball.
And I didn't know if you were related to the Baker from Kilbuck. Oil drilling. I didn't know if that was... and
Do not go deer hunting.
no, I went through some of the name. Oh, I went through every name in Ohio, and I found someone else that I knew, and it was the Markets. They own the Put-in-Bay ferry service up there on Put-in-Bay Island. When we worked up there 3 years ago, building the beer barrel.
Oh, there you go.
Wellington Builders, Noah Billy Market and his dad. Nice people up there. Nice people. Rivera. TV entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Activity.
Gibbon, camera specialty.
Activity, smoking.
Edwards, audio expert.
Taste in poor music. Okay. All right. But that was just,
Families working together.
34.6 million readers every weekend. Your brother was in there. Right there.
We got a big, busy day today, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We got that popcorn theater tonight to
Oh,
take.
yeah. Yeah, well, I guess we can tell them.
Yeah, we're not live. They know
No,
that.
we're
We
not
can't
live.
stay up that late.
We got 1 minute left here.
The feature will be Dressed to Kill this
Dressed to Kill.
Friday night.
Some of the people mentioned that, asked about the poor quality of the film. Most films that we're going to run have to be 42 years
Or older. Yes.
because of the copyrights. So they're not going to be in tip-top shape. But I know we had a few glitches and lines on the air and on the
Technical
screen.
difficulties.
Yeah, and we'll try to improve that.
Okay.
And we're going to try to have fun doing that.
All right.
But let's see, what else? You got anything else going?
No,
Guess not.
just we're getting ready to close her up here.
Okay.
We'll see you on Wednesday.
Tomorrow we'll talk about that Chinese sub that disappeared in the Yellow Sea.
TV 12 salute.
Think about good times had a long time ago. Think about, forget about your worries and your woes.
Walking in the sunshine, sing a little